On the broadcast today, we investigate off-campus lunch and whether or not it will come to JoCo.
From being closed last year to becoming a senior privilege, we find out what's going on with the courtyard.
And we see what our athletes are doing to get stronger.
All these stories and more because Wildcat News starts now. Good morning, West Johnston. I'm Eric Bean.
And I'm Marissa Greene, welcoming you to this week's episode of Wildcat News. We've never had off-campus lunch available to us. Jarrett Spann investigates.
It's been 10 years since a fatal car accident involving a South Johnston student occurred during off-campus lunch. We talked with local restaurant staff and students to see whether or not after a decade it should be allowed. David MANROSE shares his opinion on off-campus lunch.
I think West Johnston should have off-campus lunch. I don't know why we don't. Grade level wise, definitely just seniors. If I was able to eat off campus, I would definitely go to Subway.
We asked Big Steve's owner, DONNA Anderson, if off-campus lunch would help with their profits.
Off-campus lunch would help our profits by increasing our lunch and our traffic flow and getting our name out there. I think it would be beneficial for off-campus lunch.
Anderson also thinks the school should have off-campus lunch.
I think West Johnston should have off-campus lunch to give the kids, different choices for their lunch, give them a little break from school. I think it would be beneficial for the kids to get away from school for just a little bit.
I'm Jarrett Spann, Wildcat News.
Thanks, Jarrett.
I wish I could drive.
I can.
One more month.
Anyways, seniors have a new privilege this year. Jamie Snover interviews students and staff about the decision.
Starting this school year, only seniors are allowed in the courtyard during lunch. We spoke with SIT member YVETTE Davis to find out why underclassmen are not allowed in the courtyard.
It wasn't really the school improvement team that decided to move seniors out into the courtyard during lunch. It was actually an administrative team decision, but it was related to a school improvement team goal. If juniors were allowed out into the courtyard, it could get a little bit crowded out there and a little bit difficult to monitor, so we might end up with more behavioral and discipline issues than we'd like. But it might be a matter of getting the seniors used to it first and then gradually allowing juniors out there and just seeing how it goes progressively.
KAYLA PEARCE wants the courtyard to remain just for seniors.
I don't think the courtyard should be open to underclassmen because it's somewhat of a senior privilege. My favorite thing about the courtyard is probably that it's outside and it's really pretty out here. I feel like it would be messier if, say, freshmen were out here because I don't think they would have the maturity to keep it as clean as the seniors do.
SHAWN ALSTON gives a junior point of view.
I think upperclassmen should be able to sit in the courtyard because, we don't have any privileges already, so having a courtyard would be a privilege to us. I think it probably would be a little messier if sophomores and freshmen sat in the courtyard because there'll be a lot more people out here, so people think they could just leave their trash around and get away with it.
I'm Jamie Snover, Wildcat News.
Thanks, Jamie.
This week on Cooking with ASHLYNN, Katherine and ASHLYNN whip up a healthy treat.
Good morning, I'm Katherine Serrell.
And I'm ASHLYNN Payne.
Welcome to this week's episode of Cooking with ASHLYNN. Last week, you showed us how to make some, to use Jarrett's words, amazingly delicious French toast. What are we making this week?
We're going to make fruit parfaits.
That sounds good. What's in a fruit parfait?
Basically, you have yogurt, any type of fruit you want, and some sort of cookie or granola.
Okay, so what do we do first?
First, you're going to get a half a cup of yogurt.
Okay, so, strawberry. Yum.
You can use vanilla or Greek, anything you want.
We're gonna make a mess. Mess.
Okay.
That's a lot of yogurt. This looks good, you guys.
Let's get some plates.
Okay. Do I get to cut them up myself?
Yes.
Okay.
You can cut them thick, thin, anything you want. It's all up to you. As many as you want.
Sounds good. I'm gonna cut my fingers off.
You're doing a great job.
Okay. I'm worried they won't look as good as yours.
I'm sure it will. I mean, you're not Jarrett, so. Perfect.
You ready to go in the glass? Do I just drop them in?
Yep.
Okay, so what do we do next?
Add more yogurt.
More yogurt?
Yep.
Okay. Can I do it?
Yeah, go for it.
Awesome. Now I get to get my fingers dirty. Maybe I should have worn something different.
Okay, you ready for the next step?
What's the next step?
You get to put any sort of crunch. There's granola over here, or if you want to relieve some stress, you can crush up some cookies.
Crush up some cookies? Do I get to beat them in the bag?
Go for it.
Okay. Can you help me?
This is so much fun.
All right, so can I have both? Can I have vanilla wafers and granola?
Here's some granola. Okay. I'm gonna put some cookies. This is a very messy project. Now for my favorite part, whipped cream.
Okay.
I'm gonna do mine.
You're gonna do yours? Okay, I get to do my own.
Yes.
Oh, it's so pretty. I want a lot of whipped cream.
Go for it.
Okay. Here we go.
You're so dainty with it.
Oh yeah.
The Leaning Tower of whipped cream.
Okay.
I don't know how you're gonna do this, but eat it.
Okay. Do I just start at the top? Okay, here we go. Cheers.
Oh, cheers.
I think I can do this at home.
I think everyone can.
This is a perfect snack, you guys. Thank you, Ashlyn.
You're welcome.
Well, that's all for us this week on Cooking with Ashlyn. Be sure and check out her blog on Scratch Post. I'm Katherine Serrell.
And I'm ASHLYNN Payne.
Thanks and have an amazing day.
I don't really like yogurt.
Well, there's always pudding.
Ooh, pudding. Eric, do you even lift?
Do you? Do you? Well, Jowann Holder gives us an inside look into the weight training program. The weightlifting program at West Johnston has been here for many years. Students work hard to build their strength and get the body they want.
The weightlifting program at West Johnston is a class that is ran by Coach Williams and Coach Hales that you can come in here and lift. I mean, you don't have to be a football player, but a lot of the football players do come in weightlifting and just come in here to get stronger. Well, Coach writes up on the board. He writes up what we need to do, what kind of lifts we need to do, and we'll go off a chart that we have for bench or squat or whatever we do. And what we do is run, we come in the lift, and just get our lift done, and that's all.
RHIANE Cannon speaks about why girls should be in weightlifting.
I think girls should be in weightlifting, but only if they're gonna do the work, not if they're just gonna sit around and not do anything. Well, what you put into it is what you get out, so I put in a pretty good amount of work into the weight room. I try to alternate days, like one day I'll do upper body and then the next day I'll do lower body. And then every day I try to do a little bit of cardio. Being a girl in weightlifting is really fun. The guys support you a lot and it's not really awkward at all. It's pretty fun.
I'm Jowann Holder, Wildcat News.
Thanks, Jowann.
Throughout the year, our cheer squad heads up many of our school spirit activities. We talked with Lauren Augustine. Every game, the cheer squad welcomes the football players to the field.
Cheer pumps up the crowd and gets the players going. I think it just hypes everybody up and gets them ready for the game. We are competing at 3 competitions, and one of them is the conference competition, and it's going to be held here.
Just like all other teams, the cheer squad puts in their time and dedication.
We practice 3 days a week, and some days we work on competition routines, some days we work on cheers, and some days we work on stunts.
We cheer for the football games and the basketball games. We go to all of them. We normally have another set of tryouts towards basketball season, but I'm not sure if we're going to do them this year because we have a lot of girls on the team, and I think we have a set amount, but you never know.
As always, there are favorite parts to everything.
My favorite part about cheer is stunting. I really enjoy my bases and I like flying.
My favorite part about cheer is definitely stunting. I like to show off what we can do, and
My favorite part of cheerleading is the bond that I have with all the girls, and by the end of the season, how close we get together.
We wish the cheer squad the best of luck during this season and in future competitions.
Well, that's all for us this week. If you have any questions, comments, or story ideas, please email us at wjstudentmedia@gmail.com. I'm Eric Bean.
And I'm Marissa Greene. Thank you and have a fabulous day. We talked with Lauren Augustine.
Did I press play?
Did you?
I don't think so.
Oh my God,
That's such a good
I know.
You did it if you wanted.